What is up, everybody? Welcome back to WWE 2K19 My Player Towers. And we're talking for the first time about WWE 2K20. The first news of 2K20, the first big news outside of the screenshots dropped this week. This is on Monday, the day that the news dropped. So if we're discussing about it, if this is coming out later on this week, you're getting my thoughts on it on the day that it happened. We're going to talk about that while we do the Heavy Hitters Tower. So the Heavy Hitters Tower, we tried it once before. It's a gauntlet, so you can't lose once. And we made the mistake of using a chair, thinking that there was no DQ in a match, and there was. So that's one of only 2 remaining stock towers left. There's that and the 2 out of 3 falls tower. And then we're done with all of the refreshing 2K19 My Player Towers. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right into Heavy Hitters. We're going to start off against Connor in an Extreme Rules match where it's pin or submission. We're going to jump in and we're going to talk 2K20. So, WWE 2K20. We got the release today, the first reveal trailer, and we found out who the cover athletes are going to be. It is going to be Becky Lynch and Roman Reigns. Because, you know, they had to get Roman in there. But, of course, props to Becky. She deserves it. I think it probably should have just only been Becky. But, you know, at least we got a woman on the cover for the first time ever in a WWE game. I believe that was it. For the first time a woman has ever been on the box art. Rightfully so. Of course, it's got to be the man. They came out with a trailer where she basically broke the glass ceiling, you know, symbolism of this place with all of the legends of all these legends at WWE. It's attended by Roman Reigns. He says, "Nice job." She puts a cocktail in Hulk Hogan's glass, and then, you know, we're off to the races and such. So here's the couple interesting stuff about 2K20. Showcase will return. It will not be about Daniel Bryan's return. It will instead be about the Women's Revolution and about the 4 Horsewomen and their careers so far. So I'm interested to see how that's going to pan out and when it's going to end, because they kind of bungled the Bayley-Sasha thing. Sasha's currently AWOL. They'll maybe probably flip and flop between like all the 4 characters, all the 4 women and their different highlights. So we'll probably get that triple threat match, that Bayley one. At WrestleMania 31, we'll probably get Becky versus Ronda versus Charlotte. We might get the epic Sasha versus Bayley rivalry in NXT. So I'm stoked. I think that'll be pretty entertaining. I'm just interested to see how they're going to package it. Considering that some parts of that women's evolution story involving the 4 Horsewomen was a little bungled. And currently, you know, Sasha Banks is AWOL. But, you know, I'm sure WWE approved of what would and wouldn't be in there. And also, let's just take a moment to recognize that I called it. You know, people were wondering, you know, when's 2K20 information going to come out? Are they hiding stuff? I said, no. I worked for WWE. I worked on the WWE digital team. I actually was one of the producers that was in control of our 2K games page. And I knew how the promotional schedule worked every year for 2K. They don't do their first big reveal until August, right before and right around SummerSlam, and sure enough, there it was. Granted, we normally get the cover athlete a little bit sooner, but not really the worst thing in the world. And then let's talk about the game mode that I'm playing right now, by the way, My Player Towers. It is returning, which makes me happy. I do enjoy myself the Towers action. It provides different challenges. I like that it's weekly. It's not just the same thing over and over and over again. It's not too repetitive. So we'll be getting more of that. And the feature tower for this one, last year it was the $1 Million Challenge with AJ Styles. This year it's going to be a Roman Reigns tower based on his career, which that'll be interesting. I'll be interested to see what kind of matches we're going to have there. I'm sure Undertaker will be there, though, you know, I'm sure you'll be able to put on a better match virtually and digitally than it was in real life. I'm sure you'll get him beating Sheamus probably on Raw in Philadelphia or something like that, as since that was his first WWE Championship win. Who knows, maybe since it's the whole career, maybe we'll get some big Shield matches, Shield versus Evolution, or maybe like him versus like Triple H or Randy Orton to reflect that. It's going to be interesting. And then the other big news is my career related. It seems like they didn't specify. It sounds like it's going to be a whole new story. They didn't specify if it's a whole new story or if it's going to be a continuation of the story from your character from last year with Baron Blade and everything. But you will be able to play as a man or a woman. It'll be the first time that you'll be able to play as a woman in my career, which is exciting. And there's going to be mixed match challenge, mixed tag matches, which would be cool. Some people were saying, oh, Intergender Wrestling is coming to WWE 2K. I've been seeing some chatter or clickbaity stuff around that. If it's going to act like the Mixed Match Challenge and how intergender or mixed tag matches operate in WWE normally, that's not going to be the case. It's probably going to be the second guys get tagged, one guy gets tagged and the other guy has to come in, and vice versa for the women, or the same thing for the women. But it's interesting that they'll have mixed match matches in there, similar to probably to reflect the storyline, because it looks like both the male and female characters are going to be the two main characters of my career this year. So whoever you pick, the other character will be an NPC, and I'm sure you'll end up running some sort of angle with one another, whether you're partners, whether you're romantically interested. It looks like you'll definitely probably be like mixed match challenge teammates at some point. So I'm very intrigued about it. Very, very interested to see what they have in store. And I'm sure we will learn more, and we'll probably get some more stuff this week, probably this weekend. They normally do a content creator event around SummerSlam weekend, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do that again this weekend. And we get some more info on stuff like that. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to dive in. I was really busy with work, so like I watched and read an article like just before I got on the stream, and I watched some stuff when I first woke up in the morning. Let's see, we got a normal match against Rhino. DQ is on 10 count normal count, rope break automatic, pinner submission. All right. So, as I did not get rid of the Elgato noise, hopefully we don't get copyright struck, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I'll just do this. And then we are hoping, and of course, as soon as I start that, the music gets started. So I'm hoping we'll get some more information on that. Again, if it's been out previously, if it's been out already, I haven't been able to look into it, whether the Danks or Tony Pizza Guy or Luigi or Brandon Does Everything or Pulse or any of them fine 2K community folks, community creators. Willpower, I don't know if he still does 2K games. If they've done anything, I know that they've been uploading content, but I don't know if it provided any extra insight. But if it did, I do not know about it. I have not been able to look into it yet. But if anybody in the comments section on YouTube, in the VOD, or in the chat right now on Twitch know anything, please let me know. I'd be happy to discuss. I'll also talk about the deluxe and collector's editions as well in just a second. Footballers, you say, in my opinion, what should happen is you play one, then around when one retires, they train the other and you play as them. That would be kind of cool to do some kind of like cross-generational type of my career. That would be really cool. I don't think that's what they're going for here, because based on the footage I saw in one of the videos that Tony Pizza Guy uploaded, because I watched Tony Pizza Guy's initial like news reporting type video, he did have B-roll that featured the My Career, and it showed both created characters that are going to be in the My Career story in the same ring with one another, and they were pretty much the same age. One of them was not aged up. So it looks like they'll be partners in crime, it seems. Universe mode is the mode I play the most, in my opinion. If there isn't GM mode or anything specifically better with that, I'll be disappointed, says Footballers. It can't stay the same. That's what I've been hearing. Like, honestly, I get so many, like, I say so many, but I get a few people who ask me, like, Murpho, would you be interested in doing Universe mode? Honestly, like, Universe mode and GM mode, it's not something that appeals to me too much. Like, I don't, it's also more of a factor of I just don't have the free time. to create and come up with flowing stories unless, like, I just let something sim and maybe try to turn a story out of it. But so universe mode has never been one that appeals to me too much. That's been more of my brother's thing, D-Murph's thing, not so much mine. But I do know that it's a huge part of why a lot of people pick up the 2K games, so I really do hope that they do make some changes and innovations to it. Ooh, that's a problem. That's an issue. That's an issue. He's gonna pin me. Let's see if we can kick out here.
There's a pin now.
We got it. I was so worried I was gonna screw that up. I know I've got the kick out skills, but you know, sometimes when stuff like that happens, you get a little worried. You get a little nervous. You're like, especially in a actual gauntlet tower. And I wonder if they're gonna do some sort of challenge with Roman like they did with AJ Styles with his tower, or not, or if it's just gonna be a storyline thing. But here's the thing, footballers. You're sitting here in the chat. Tell me, what would you like to see added in universe mode? Like you want like full on like return to GM mode? Like what version of GM mode would you want to see? We're 2 matches down already. See what happens when I'm like, I'm just gonna play this straight up. I'm not even gonna touch any weapons. I'm not gonna ruin my chance. Let's see. 3.5 stars. Rolling on. Who's next? Cassius Ohno. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Big head mode. No holds barred. Does not mean DQ is off, but it does. But it does. Okay, so no DQ. We don't have to worry about that. This one. Pinner submission. Both. Alright. I'm not big on the stories, but I'm a big on the big sport aspect of it, with wins and losses mattering in championships. That's true. I could totally see myself actually doing universe mode potentially in 2K20 and making it like AEW universe mode where wins and losses matter. Maybe there's a way I can find that to fit out. Maybe we'll experiment with universe mode in 2K20. No promises though. Yes, football is a GM mode. Oh, I want to be able to draft rosters with the CPU controlling another roster. That would be cool. The draft aspect is pretty cool. I can get behind that. Oh no, what a head. Oh no. Oh no. Big head. Oh no. Oh no. His elbow. I would also like to be able to watch a match and be able to pick who wins as well. And as well as maybe if it's a squash match or a normal match. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, you would be able to just pick who wins instead of simulating? Can you not do that in universe mode right now? I thought that was something that was already a feature or an option. Or like you watch the match and then in the middle of the match, if it's not going the way you want it to be, just take control of the character so that way the person you want to win wins. Is that what you're talking about? There we go. Bulldog, that big old head of yours. Cassius.
Here he goes. Is he done?
Armbar. The fact that I almost just made Cassius Ohno tap out already, I probably could have kept going. Kind of funny. All right. So, while I'm beating up on Mr. Ohno, I need to get a weapon. Because their DQ is off. And I probably should make good on a weapon. Don't y'all think so? Let me get into the Deluxe Edition here. If I can actually read it. I actually shifted this over here so I can read it. So, the Digital Deluxe Edition of WWE 2K20 includes the WWE 2K20 game in a special Deluxe Edition package. And I swear to God, I've checked. Oh, my sound just cut out. There we go. Now it's back.
Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
If, all right, so now I know that I can't get DQ'd, so that's good. Nope. Don't think so, Cassius Ohno. Reverse his finisher.
What's coming next?
So the deluxe edition, by the way, comes with deluxe package for the game. Oh, that was my finisher. What am I doing? What am I doing? Comes with the accelerator that basically gives you all of the unlocks and allows you to edit the overall rankings of the characters, of the superstars. Boom! How's that for a knockout punch? I'm going to pin you on that KO. Kick out if you can. 2, 3. Not even with my finisher. I just knocked your ass out. Who's the knockout artist now, Cassius? Anyway, the My Player Kickstart is also in the digital deluxe edition, or just the deluxe edition, which unlocks boosts for your My Player ratings in My Career mode, offering 25 extra attribute points and 8 additional skill points, a 25,000 VC starting bonus, all boost slots all unlocked, 15 free boosts, 2,000 free tokens, and 400 free deluxe tokens. Also comes with a complete set of WWE 2K20 original content packages, which we'll get into that too. I forgot about the originals. There will also be bonus digital content, including China. It'll be the first time she'll be in a WWE 2K game. She's been in WWE games before, obviously, but the first time she's been in a WWE 2K game. So you get her as a pre-order bonus. You also get Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and his famous $500 let's see here against Bray Wyatt. Okay, Hell in a Cell. We can use weapons. In his famous $500 shirt that he wore, which I believe was like the yellow and black kind of shirt. That was when he was around the corporate champ, feuding with Austin. And then also Rock and Sock Connection era Mankind. And there'll be more bonus digital content, including the digital deluxe or the deluxe edition, that have not been announced. And there'll also be limited edition cards if you're into WWE Supercard, for included with physical versions of the deluxe edition only. So they're going to be codes for WWE Supercard cards. So there'll be those. And I believe among them include both the Fiend Bray Wyatt and Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt. And then the collector's edition contents includes, I believe, pretty much, I think, everything that's in, yeah, all the digital content and everything, the accelerator, the kickstart, everything included in the deluxe edition, plus the WWE 2K20 game in the collector's edition packaging. But it also comes with some physical collectibles, a actual replica of the WWE SmackDown ring skirt from the Ruthless Aggression era, which is the era when SmackDown, I believe, had the fist, the famous fist in its setup. And it also includes a limited edition autograph from SmackDown. I believe it's either Rey Mysterio, Edge, or Kurt Angle is the third one. So you would get one of those in your collector's edition, either an autograph from Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, or Edge. Not too bad for the collector's edition. I don't believe prices were released and revealed with that information, though. And also the WWE 2K20 originals, you might want to check that out, because what they are is they almost look like kind of like the Universal era, kind of like monsters, but like superstars imagined that way. So think like Frankenstein, Dracula, like Creature of the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman, the Mummy, like that kind of almost aesthetic, but applied to WWE superstars. We got preview images, I believe, of Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman that are out there, and apparently these originals are also going to come with, I think, their own custom arenas to complement the look of the superstars, of the originals.
He's in big trouble.
Which is interesting. I'm down for 2K20 trying new things. And I mean, it fits with the fact that that 2K20 always launches in October, around Halloween. I believe October 25th is the release date for 2K20, which was revealed. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it to see what it's like, see if the moveset is any different, if there are any different abilities they have. Worth a look. So we'll see. All right, so let's see. Really? He's not that big. He's not that heavy.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Stop it. Oh, come on. Just stop it, Bray. Stop it.
Oh, he dodges out of the way.
Football, as you say. So, regards to GMO, we were talking about before. So it's like it's like if you simulate a match, you can pick who wins. But if you want to watch the match and don't control anyone, you can pick before the match who wins. I'd be down for that. Yeah, and that definitely makes like people who like to do e-feds, like do universe mode on Twitch and then stream what happens. That makes things a lot easier for them. I like that idea. They really should implement that because I think that would really benefit streamers who like to do like universe content. I should probably pin this man, seeing as how I just hit him with my finisher. 1, 2. Nope. Now you can change controls mid-match, but I'd rather not have to do that because it just turns the match into a squash. That's fair. But yes, I do very much like that idea, footballers.
The truth is that superstars change forever after competing in this demonic
Renji, you said I'm probably going to buy the digital deluxe edition. The collector's edition is $130. Wow. And footballers, thank you for correcting me. The game is coming out on October 22nd, not the 25th. 3 days earlier than I was saying.
with precision.
Super kick right to the back. Yeah, $130. I mean, the ring skirt, it's a replica. If you have a place to put the ring skirt, that's the one problem. Is like, what do you do with the ring skirt once you have it? Like, maybe roll it up and put it in a frame and hang it on the wall?
At the Bad Blood pay-per-view. Harsh impact.
It's 22nd in the United Kingdom for 2K20. Thanks, Louis. So is that for the US and for UK or just for UK?
Oh boy, he is rolling. Reflecting again on the first time we saw the Hell in a Cell structure.
We are out of stamina, but luckily Bray is stunned.
He wants it one more time.
I need more info before I'm willing to buy the deluxe edition. I mean, it seems like with the digital content you're getting and the extra characters you're getting, it's worth it. It all depends on how much they're going to upcharge you for it, whether it's going to be $80 or $90. That ought to do it for Mr. Bray. Louis, you're going to get the normal version? That's fair. I mean, considering that I play this game on Twitch and put the clips out onto YouTube, it kind of makes sense for me to try to get the deluxe edition, but we'll see. Like I said, pricing information will help, and when we find out all the extra stuff that's in there. Hellboy2332, yes. Thank you so much for the follow. And by the way, guys, let me know if the yeses in that notification were actually loud enough. I tried to turn the volume up for them, but they might not be loud enough. If it's too low, I can turn it up. Yeah, I need gameplay stuff, though. Yeah, that's fair. You'll get it. I'm pretty sure you'll probably get maybe the first couple of gameplay videos sometime next week. I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be a gameplay event for people this weekend for the content creators, for all the folks, your boys, like Dank and Tony and Pulse. E is next in a normal match. DQ is on, so it's just a regular normal match. So we're just going to jump right in there. We're going to get rid of the music so we don't get a copyright strike. Turn on my music for probably a whole 5 seconds. Renji says, I kind of wonder why they're not doing early access. I don't know. I mean, that is a bit suspicious, but maybe there were some problems with it beforehand. We'll see. That does raise a question. In fact, they're not doing early access. That is a good call on the red flag. Hellboy, you say, hey, bro, how's it going? It's going good. Here on Monday, watching E do his thing virtually. Before we, have to give him a virtual beatdown. But, it is what it is. This ain't personal. This is business. This is simply business. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well, man. It's good. It's loud enough to notice? Okay, cool. Good to know. Because I know, the last couple, I noticed on the last stream last week that it was too silent. I'm already getting hyped for WWE 2K20. It looks like it's going to be a solid game. I think I side with footballers where it's obviously you guys know I'm going to be picking it up and playing it. Because I can make content for it that people enjoy. But I do kind of want to see more gameplay. Like if I was just, Joe Schmo, regular consumer and not making content out of the game, I would definitely want to see more. But the early information does sound promising. They're not doing it for NBA 2K either. It's not a red flag. It's just curious, really. Well, I mean, if they're not doing it for NBA 2K as well, does that mean no red flag, or does that mean a red flag for both games? And like, what's going on with 2K Sports?
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially.
But it might just be nothing. It is curious, that, like you said. Nobody said, also, I'm so ready for the mixed matches this year. Also, female career mode this year. Yeah, the mixed matches will be interesting. Like I said, I think they're going to handle it like normal mixed matches where only the gals can wrestle the gals and only the guys can wrestle the guys. Like once they tag in, the guy and the gal from each other's team has to come in. But it's cool that they've added that. And yeah, the female career mode, it seems like from what I saw from the images, and I mentioned this before, is the fact that it looks like the story is going to revolve around one male character and one female character, and you basically pick which of those characters you're going to control and make the decisions for. So it's kind of like, it's not like a men's My Career and a women's My Career. It seems like it's one My Career story, and you just pick which protagonist you control, or which protagonist is going to be your character.
What are we going to see here? Hung up on
gotcha.
Debilitating neck breaker. There's a sound that a superstar's body makes when it crashes down to the mat from the big ending. There's truly nothing like it.
Good. Wanted you to do that. I wanted you. Ooh, ow, that stung.
Pretty much forget it after that.
All right, we get it, E. We get it, E. You big, you bad. So yeah, let me guys, those of you guys who are in the chat, let me know like what you guys are thinking of the game. If there are any of the announcements that you're more excited for, and also let me know if there's any things you're hoping that's going to be in WWE 2K20 for this year. Maybe something that you hope that they improve on from last year. Oh boy, I hope they overdrive the creation mode this year. Also, I want some new tires, new face paint, new hairstyles, also some new beards. I'm sure they'll do that. I mean, it's the same engine from previous years, so I'm sure it's easy for them to just add stuff. I don't really need, like, what's already there is already there. So I think that's pretty safe to say there will be like everything from last time plus more stuff. How about y'all say 2K Originals looks interesting? Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Like, really interesting. It kind of seems like it kind of fits with the Halloween theme of the time of the year that the games come out. And it's almost like creating those Universal style type gothic horror monster versions of certain superstars. I'm intrigued to see to see more about them. Most definitely. 3.5 stars. We only got 2 more matches left. Can we get through them? Oh no, this is actually the last match. This is Samoa Joe, last man standing match. This is actually where I failed last time, because if you look, DQ is on. And I saw, oh, last man standing, that means I can use chairs. And I used a chair, got DQ'd, had to start all over again. So all we gotta do is just beat Joe, and we have taken care of this tower, and only the 2 out of 3 falls tower remains out of these stock My Player towers. Renji says, I think it's still kind of funny WWE is shying away from intergender stuff, and Impact has main evented 2 shows with it. Well, that's because Impact doesn't have the broad mainstream appeal and public appeal and family sponsors that WWE has. Like, if WWE nowadays shows a man beating up a woman, even if it's intergender and it's scripted and staged and it's 2 professionals performing with one another, it's still not a good look from a PC or PR perspective, especially when you're trying to promote like equality in this women's revolution. So I don't know.
Big flying forearm, and there's the bell.
Maybe we'll reach a point where intergender wrestling come together, because it's kind of the same thing as just having like a man and a woman doing a fight scene in a television show or a movie, but I think WWE's is trying to take it real easy with that stuff. And, you know, it seemed like they tried to do it last year with Ambrose and Nia, but, like, sponsors, I believe if I remember correctly from Ambrose's interview on Talk Is Jericho over the summer after he joined AEW, I believe he said that Mattel, I could be wrong, I believe that Mattel, the sponsor, kind of put the kibosh on that, and WWE had to backtrack.
Beautiful technique.
Someone just tried to murder Roman, Daniel Bryan. Wait, what? You think it could be Daniel Bryan? It will be. Daniel Bryan and Buddy Murphy. WWE is more mainstream. Like news media would kill them for that, footballer says. Yes, I agree completely. With regards to the intergender. Oh, you guys are talking about the whole Roman thing last week? That was pretty looked like pretty cheesy television. That was so shoddily shot, but it is intriguing. What I have not been watching the television product. I'm watching the pay-per-views, not the television product recently. What motivation would Daniel Bryan have potentially for attacking Roman? Buddy Murphy, I could see it, up and comer, trying to take on the big guy. Maybe, possibly, perchance, perhaps. I heard AEW is supposedly making a video game. Yes, I believe that is the case. If they do, I would give it a try. Also, there's supposed to be a Here Comes the Pain remastered version. I've been hearing rumblings about that. I know there's another WWE wrestling game or WWE game that's being made by THQ or by 2K. We just don't know any details about it. And I know that I believe that an AEW game is in the works. I trust Kenny and Cody, because they're big in video games, to know what they're doing and know what developer to pick up and publisher to use. But you also never know. So I think as exciting as the idea of an AEW video game sounds, I am going to hold off my judgment until we see it. But I mean, if it's going to be something like this and it functions well, like the 2K games that functions well, or maybe even something like a Fire Pro Wrestling, I can get behind it. I hope it's Buddy Murphy's a Cellboy. I miss THQ so much. THQ is alright. I mean, they had their own issues with making their games too. You got to remember, like, THQ was just the publisher. They weren't the studio developing it. The studio that was developing it was Ukes and one other studio, and both of those studios got purchased by 2K when THQ went under. So even though these WWE games of the last like 5 years have the 2K logo on them, they are actually still using pretty much almost the same kind of like engine, and they're still spiritual successors to an extent of the THQ games.
Nope, reverses it.
They're still being made by the same people, even though it's being distributed by different people.
That Cena Batista match you mentioned, not only did the Animal lose that night, but it was also likely one of the most embarrassing.
Aki was great when they made WWE games on N64. Yeah. But THQ is also, if I recall, the ones who actually did like the old school, really awesome N64 games, like WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy. And they also did WCW NWO Thunder, too. Man, if AEW does somehow bring the Aki engine back, that would be awesome. Yeah, it would be.
An example that immediately comes to mind would be Shane McMahon's actions.
But then again, like I was saying, THQ is the publisher, so I can't remember if Hughes actually developed the games on N64. But it sounds like you guys are saying it's Aki. I said something about an AEW game weeks ago, and you and someone else called me crazy. I think I did, but then I saw news reports confirming it. So, my bad. Shot to the kidney. Big kick. A big forearm.
When this guy's on, oh, what a backbreaker. Man, just ugly impact.
Not done yet. I'm thinking Triple H is secretly behind the attacks on Roman Reigns. That's just me. Maybe? I don't know how Triple H ties in the story, and he normally only appears on Raw, but maybe? Who remembers Aki Man? I vaguely was Akiman like a created, like a custom character only in those games.
More than 3 times as brutal as a traditional match. After all, you only
Come on, Joe, just stay down so that we're done with the tower. Come on, Joe, let's go. Nine. He had his nip up ability too. He could have just nipped up. That clever little minx. Nope, don't think so. Stay down. He was a regular character on No Mercy. Yes, I do remember that. No Mercy. Such a good game. Such a good game. My brother and I, we spent so much time on those games back in the day. We would make entire stables, edit people's attire. We would keep it up to date with what was going on in the Attitude Era. What U.S. city rhymes with Kelly? Hey, what? That's where AEW is doing their 2nd or 3rd show.
There's no credit to these guys, but unfortunately only one of them can be victorious here tonight.
Trying to think. That's a really good...
And this match is going to continue.
Not Seattle, not Portland, obviously, not Los Angeles, not San Francisco, not Oakland, not Las Vegas, not San Jose, not San Diego, not Dallas, not Houston.
I just can't get over the physicality
not San Antonio.
Of this match. It has been absolutely brutal.
Not Detroit, not Kansas City, Philly.
And the beat goes on.
I mean, like, technically doesn't rhyme, but it technically does.
Back in the ring now. Oh boy, he is rolling.
It may not be real. Maybe. Oh, Joe, come on now, man.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Not cool, bro.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
That's where AEW is, yeah. Or they tease that on BTE. Yeah, Philly's the only one that I can think of, even though Kelly and Philly, it's like only like a vague. Oh my lord.
Beautiful. He's stumbling some now. Guys, this is where
it's only like a vague like rhyming. But it's the only major city that I can think of.
To say his chances of being the last man standing tonight are slipping away.
Maybe it's Raleigh? Kelly Raleigh? Maybe? No?
Oh man.
Sweet Christ. Joe, just stop it.
Second suplex. This is not going to be good.
I need to start announcing shows soon because they need more of a notice for each week of TV. I'm pretty sure they'll get there eventually.
Looking for the finish.
No, I've got my nip up ability, so this isn't even going to knock me out. Even if he hits me. But he didn't. But he didn't. You're going down, Joe. You're going down, Joseph Samoa. Joseph Samoan Islands.
Big slam. Well, he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
I know Kenny and Cody have been talking about bringing the Aki engine back again. Renji said that. That would be awesome.
Let the ref do his job.
That would be great. Almost like an arcade style, not super realistic for AEW. I can dig it. Joe, just stay down. Don't you use your nip up. Don't you use that nip up. You're very excited for AEW to start TV, as am I. We're getting closer. It's only 2 months away now. And there we go. We have killed the tower. Heavy Hitters Tower conquered. We rectified the mistake from a few months ago.
Here is your winner, the living legend, Mike
Bump, bump, no. All right, 4 stars, instant classic to end it. Did we accomplish any of the actual point goals though? That's what I'm curious about. We've conquered it. We did not. We didn't meet any of the point goals, but we got through it and we completed all the matches. That tower is conquered. Now the only one left, this is the only tower that we have not beaten yet. These ones up here, they're weekly, daily, and pay-per-view, so they change all the time, so they don't really matter. This 2 out of 3 falls one, that's 7 matches with involving Daniel Bryan as the main boss. This is the only one we have not been able to beat yet. We tried it once and we failed a couple of matches in, so hopefully we will get it on the second time. That is going to be next week if you're watching on VOD. If you're watching on the live stream, we can continue talking WWE 2K20 and all that stuff. I'm just switching games over to MLB The Show 19 to do some Road to the Show on March to October. We can keep the Wrestle Talk going. But if you're watching on VOD, be this on YouTube or back on Twitch on the highlight, this is where I leave you. Thank you all so much for watching. Really excited for 2K20 stuff. We'll probably talk more as we do towers and stuff like that. Or like as news stops, if I finish these towers and I don't do any more videos, we'll jump on, we'll play some games, and we'll talk 2K20 news. But that's going to do it for this one, for this week. 2 out of 3 falls, the last remaining tower we got left in My Player Towers. That's going to be next week. Thanks for watching. Peace, deuces. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Really thumbs up the video. I really appreciate it if you enjoyed it. And I will see you later.